Welcome back to my English Learning YouTube channel. My dear subscribers and viewers, I am discussing voice sense in my videos through my YouTube channel. So I am discussing the voice sense of interrogative sentences. Okay, so I am writing the title of the topic on the board. You can see it on the board. Voice sense of interrogative sentences. So since my previous videos, I have been uploading many videos regarding the voice sense of interrogative sentences. So today's discussion will also be about the same topic, where we will start the interrogative sentences with the modal auxiliaries, where we will use the modal auxiliaries like can, may, must, shall, will, etc. So when the interrogative sentence starts with one of these verb, then how we will change them into passive one? So everybody of us know, and we have already known because this has already been discussed in our videos, that when there is the presence of any of these verb, then we use be in its passive form. Okay, so here I am writing some examples and your conception will be clear why I write some examples. Okay, here, can you do the sum? So this is an interrogative sentence which has already been written in active voice. Here I have written, can you do the sum? So it is an interrogative sentence, and if we want to change it into passive, then what should we do? So can will remain the same in its interrogative, for its interrogative nature. In passive also it will remain the same. Again, the object here will be the subject. So can the sum, then there will be be. Okay, because with, can, may, must, shall, should, will, would, may, might. Okay, with all these auxiliaries we have to use be in passive form. So can the sum be, do, did, done? Can the sum be done by you? Okay, so this is the passive form of the sentence, can you do the sum? Okay, again, should we obey our parents? Should we obey our parents? So this is an interrogative sentence which is written in active voice. So here should will remain the same in passive also. Okay, so should our parents, this one is the object here. I have not written to the structure of active and passive because we have already learned the structure of this modal auxiliaries in assertive sentences. That is why I hope you have already got to know. The structure. Just there is a little difference which we already know, that the auxiliaries must come at the very beginning of the sentence. This is the difference. Okay, so should our parents be must come. Okay, should our parents be obeyed by us? Okay, this is the passive form of the sentence, should we obey our parents? Okay, should our parents be obeyed by us? So I am giving some more examples where it will be very easy for our understanding. Okay, might this pen be used by me. So this is an interrogative sentence which is written in passive form, because we know the sentence has been started with might and we have used be here, and past participle form of use also, and there is by, and after by there is the doer of the action me. So me is the object of I. So if we want to change into active, then what should we do? The sentence must be started with the same word which has already been started in the passive form. So might will remain the same in active also, and by will be omitted, be will be omitted, then me will be the subject here, it will be I. Might I. Then we have to use the verb. Might I use this pen? Might I use this pen? Okay. Might I use this pen? So might this pen be used by me? Might I use this pen? Okay. So I hope you are getting the point, and I have already mentioned some examples, and the space is, there is no space on the board. That is why I will erase these sentences to write more examples for your convenience. So I am reading the sentences before I am going to erase them. So can you do the sum? Can the sum be done by you? Again, should we obey our parents? Should our parents be obeyed by us? Might this pen be used by me? Might I use this pen? Okay. So I am writing some more examples by using these model auxiliaries, okay, of interrogative sentences, where you will be very convenient to understand the rule of passive voice of interrogative sentences. Okay. Now I want to write must they finish the work? Must they finish the work? This is a sentence of active voice. So we will write the answer after a little while by writing some more sentences. This one will be number 1. Again, number 2. Will you publish the book? Publish the book next year. So this is an interrogative sentence. Okay. Then I am writing could they meet the CM? Could they meet the CM yesterday? Could they meet the CM yesterday? Again, shall we be rewarded? Shall we be rewarded by the principal? Okay. Shall we be rewarded by the principal? Now I am writing number 5. Would you buy my old car? Okay. So I have written here 5 sentences, and we will practice these 5 sentences here for our better understanding. So number 1, must they finish the work? Here the work is the object, it will become the subject, but must be placed in the same place in passive also. So it will be must the work be finished. Must the work be finished by them. So this is the passive form of the sentence, must they finish the work. Again, will you publish the book next year? So here the book is the object, it will become the subject here, but we have to start the sentence with the same verb or auxiliaries. Okay, will the book, then there will be. Will the book be published? The main verb must be in its past participle form. Will the book be published by you next year? Okay, this is the passive voice of the sentence. Will you publish the book next year? Could they meet the CM yesterday? So could will remain the same. Here the same is the object. It will become the subject here. So could the same be meet, met? Okay. Could the same be met by them yesterday? By them yesterday. So this is the passive form of the sentence. Could they meet the CM yesterday? Again, shall we be rewarded by the principal? Here the sentence is in passive form because there is be and by, and the principal is the object here. It will become the subject. As the principal will become the subject here, so the verb shall will become will here. This is the only change. In place of shall, we have to use will sometimes, and in place of will, we have to use shall sometimes in interrogative. Otherwise, other sentences remain the same. There is no change except this shall or will. Okay. So the principal is the third person singular number. So it will take will. That is why we have to start the sentence will. Okay. Will the principal, be will be omitted, by will be omitted. The main verb must be in its present form. Will the principal reward us? The object form of we is us. So this is the passive form and this one is the active voice of the sentence. Shall we be rewarded by the principal? Will the principal reward us? Okay. The last number, which is a sentence of an active voice. So it will be started with would only. So would my old car. Okay. This one is the object. Would my old car. Then there will be would my old car be by bought? Be bought by you. Okay. So I hope you have already understood what has been written on the board, and I have explained every sentence twice, again and again. So I hope your conception is very clear regarding the voices of interrogative sentences with the modal auxiliaries. So I hope you have got the point, and that is why I want to stop here for today. Thank you for watching my videos.